This is Ronald Belford Scott, better known as Bon Scott. Bon Scott was a famous Australian singer and songwriter who is mostly known for his work as the lead singer of popular rock group ACDC from the years of 1974 to 1980. Scott's vocals and musical work can be heard on the group's 1976 project and debut album High Voltage, also 1976 sophomore album Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, 1977's Let There Be Rock, 1978's Power Ridge, 1979's Highway to Hell, and finally 1980's Back in Black. In Back in Black, you can only hear Bon Scott playing the drums, as the drums for the two songs in Back in Black that he plays are one of his last 3 recordings to ever be heard. On February 15, 1980, Scott attended a session where Malcolm and Angus Young were working on the beginnings of 2 songs later be recorded on the Back in Black album. Days earlier, Scott had gone with Mick Cox to visit their friends, the French group Trust, in the Scorpio Sound Studio in London, where they recorded the album Repression. Scott was working on the English adaptation of text by Bernie Bonvoisin for the English version of the album. During this visit, the musicians did a jam session of Ride On. This improvised session was Scott's last recording ever. Sometime during the late evening of February the 18th and early morning of February the 19th, 1980, Bon Scott passed out and died at the age of 33 years old. He had just visited a London club called the Music Machine. He was allegedly left to sleep in a Renault 5 owned by his friend Alistair Kinnair at 67 Overhill Road in East Dole. Later that day, Kinnair found Scott lifeless and alerted the authorities. Scott was taken to King's College Hospital in Camberwell, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. The official report of the coroner concluded that Scott had died of acute alcohol poisoning and classified it as death by misadventure. Reports later indicated in more detail that Scott was the victim of asphyxiation from suffocating on his own vomit. As part of the funeral arrangement, Scott's body was embalmed by Desmond Henley. It was later cremated, and Scott's ashes were interred by his family at Fremantle Cemetery in Fremantle, Australia. Scott will go on to be a legendary musician, writer, and producer for the band ACDC. He will forever live in the hearts of many fans of ACDC, and what many people will also call the original singer of ACDC. What's up, guys? I'm Trevor from Daily Axe. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. In the comments down below, let me know what's your favorite ACDC song. What are some things that you want to see me do with this channel? Is there anybody that you want to know the story behind what happened to them? Or we don't even have to talk about people that died. We can talk about people's careers that have, made an upward trajectory. But just let me know in the comments below. Thank y'all for watching.